And we're underway.
Yet another page in the history of this grand old rivalry. Taken back almost at once.
Goalkeeper's ball.
It's a sweet ball, that. He is through here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Nico Williams finds himself offside. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, I think it would be impossible to overlook this fella, Lamine Yamal. Obviously, he's often deployed as an inverted winger, but what stands out in his game is that he really thrives on one-on-one situations, and I always think that that brings excitement and entertainment to a game of football. And of course, his job is to supply, and it's never as easy as people think, but he's doing it quite well.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Spain are looking to go forward now. And he cuts out the supply. That's the throw. João Cancelo. And that should get the job done. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And here's João Felix. João Felix showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And here's João Felix. Nico Williams.
This is the time you need that pace.
Gently done.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And no, he's seen through all of that.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
It's a mighty effort! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
João Cancelo, and he's had a hit! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Portugal have their second corner now. And now they can spring out of defence. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Bernardo Silva, Ruben Dias. Plays a sharp little ball here. Decent hit! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Now that looks a decent ball. Just eases him off the ball. Now it's João Felix. Oh, great! And the shot! He scored!
Well, players of his stature just live for moments like that. Another really important contribution as we near half-time. And
we hit half-time.
Number 77, Alvaro Morata.
Here we go again then. Portugal carrying a... Cristiano Ronaldo! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Cristiano Ronaldo really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Portugal have their third corner. Big header! Good stop. They want to be quick to recover this. Nico Williams gets good distance on it. He's gone for goal. It's anyone's ball now.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me.
Joao Felix! Oh, the ball's come loose here. And one more try! He scores! And that was his 20th goal for this team. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Yeah, and I think we may have had too many defenders ball watching then because they just lost sight of the real danger.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Great ball, and he's in here. Can he finish? They are rampant. And they are pulling clear here.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Two goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Joao Felix! It's there! Over the hills and far away! No catch! Are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. We have already started here. Mbappe! Now he's off and running. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, I don't think you're going to get many defenders who are as good as this fella, Koundé, when it comes to building from the back. I mean, he's always boasted impressive forward passes, where you see him hit the front line with diagonals.
Gets his head to it! He will be livid with himself. Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Dembele. Dembele going face to face with his great rival. Foot in. And he skips past his man. Dembele will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Koundé. Still goalless. Gets his pass away. Taken back almost at once. Bernardo Silva. The less said about that pass, the better. And that is out of play. Mbappe, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. Zaire Emery gets a good foot in there. Bernardo Silva. That looks a good ball through. Decent hit! And he's there to belt it away. Ronaldo with a beautifully timed run. Now it's Joao Felix. Zaire Emery. Mbappe. Can he get it through? Dembele! Goal! Matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Oh, there's a probing ball. And it's Cancelo. Portugal looking to pass their way through. And the flag has stayed down. Oh, shooting chance! Now that is commitment to the cause. Portugal with the corner, they're first. That's a decent clearance. France have the chance to go the other way. Mendes kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Upamecano spots it and intercepts. Now it's Griezmann. Oh, that's a key interception. Neither side yet able to find the net. Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Otavio. Barcola.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time. Oh, that was expansive and incisive. The type of move to please any coach.
Thierry Correa. Cristiano Ronaldo. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Ruben Neves is there to clear. Griezmann, and the finish! Goal! France! And France are in front!
France clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
France have taken the lead.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Otavio going face-to-face with his great rival. Olise. Mbappe. France trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game because you try and absorb in numbers defensively and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. It's Griezmann! João Cancelo. Bernardo Silva. Mbappe. Bernardo Silva.
Added time.
There's the whistle for half-time. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
And here's Rafael Leao. Engages and forces him off the ball. Fofana. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. He's got space. Cristiano Ronaldo! There's a goal! Portugal are level. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, that's a measured delight. The curl he applied was immaculate.
Portugal grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way. Barcola, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mbappe is onto it in a flash. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Spread out to the left. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done. Hits one! Goal, France! And they've got their lead back.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? João Cancelo is in a really good position out wide. Oh, that's a fine interception. Barcola. Well timed, excellent interception.
France surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Barcola. Fofana. Now that's well seen too. Portugal are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Olise. Fofana.
France certainly don't need to overcommit now. Their priority lies further back.
There will be 3
Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas. Because success in this competition brings so much, and the supporters are here to take it in for themselves and to drive the team on. Truly, this is crunch time. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Yet another page in the history of this grand old rivalry. And he welcomes it in. He's got away. Real chance! A wonderful effort all by himself.
Cristiano Ronaldo really ought to have made that count. He made all the right moves.
Spain have the chance to go the other way. That pass has been well intercepted. He's had it taken off him. Bernardo Silva. Now it's João Felix. And that was very necessary.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now. Well, there's a big game player, if ever there was one.
Iniesta, universally admired. So what do we expect from him today, Jim?
Well, he's the master of time and space, Peter. He finds those little pockets in dangerous areas, moves the ball forward, taking people in the narrowest of spaces and delivers precision balls. And he does it pretty much better than anyone else. Class.
Guerrero plays it in. Keeper's dealt with that. Sunset. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Neither side yet able to find the net. And he's had it nicked away. Balde. Looking for the runner. Morata. There's no flag. Nice physical challenge. Mendes did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
And it's Cancelo. How Kubasi can get it clear. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Has a go! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Joao Felix getting this one clear. Hoisted in. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Joao Felix. Now it's Rafael Leao. Howson does really well to win the ball there. Mendes. And that'll be the final action of the first half. And as if we needed reminding, no easy from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless.
Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Well, you'd have to say it's a game that has very much lived up to the pre-game expectations. Passions running pretty high, rivals going at each other 100 miles an hour. You wonder whether they can keep this up. Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. So the first half brought no goals. Fermin! It's a goal! The breakthrough arrives at last! Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
Just eases him off the ball. Iniesta. Well timed, excellent interception. Bernardo Silva. Cristiano Ronaldo. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems.
Portugal are definitely going about this the right way.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Rodri, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Bernardo Silva. Now it's Joao Felix. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And here's Rafael Leao. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Fermin. Into the last quarter of an hour.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Danger averted for now. Looking for options for movement. Oh no, this does not look good. Chance! That is decidedly lacking.
He'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his run.
Substitution for Spain. Number 13, Fermin.
Spain
Number
choosing
9,
to make the first change.
Yeah, I think he's trying to stay one step ahead of his opponents here, maintain the upper hand, so to speak. I can see that.
That has been cut short. The final 5 minutes.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
And that's an errant pass. And he's managed to get rid.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Minutes has been indicated.
Shot could great hit! Oh, split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. All the big boys are set for this. It's like land of the giants in there.
And a header! And a shot! It's run loose. And that is it. The equaliser just wouldn't come. It is over. Portugal are beaten, and they are... Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, the inclusion of this fella, Mickey van de Ven, is probably an indication that the boss wants to play out from the back. I mean, we all talk about how brilliant his recovery pace is when it comes to defending, but he's actually quite tasty on the ball too, particularly with his long-range passing, and he loves those diagonals at times, and he's one to watch out.
And Del Piero! Marvellous goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Italy have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Oh, look, this is just what the fans wanted, and now that they're celebrating the opener, I think they'll want to see their team make all the running from here.
Pirlo! Oh, it's come loose. Jorginho. Italy finding their passes. Great chance! Oh, he's been caught on it, and one more try! Oh, taken with style! And they're at it again, in double quick time!
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Italy are doing very nicely, thank you.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Wasn't easy on the eye, but it's done its job. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Zaccagni. Memphis Depay. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Van Basten. Rijkaard. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Van de Ven. Gravenberg. Cruyff. To Schneider. And it's Cruyff. And he cuts out the supply. Italy heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. And it's Pirlo. Spinazzola, who does have an assist to his name. Memphis Depay. Rijkaard. Now it's Memphis Depay. Memphis Depay showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
There will be
Oh, that's a key interception. Memphis Depay chasing after it. And that'll be the final action of the first half. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Italy in control at half-time, 2-0. So we're just settling back into this second half. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Cruyff finds himself offside. Cruyff. And here's a chance. Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. There's the delivery. Spinazzola is there, and he can get that clear. It's a pretty loose pass. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Schneider. Now this could be a chance. The Netherlands have reclaimed it. Oh, and he's through the middle. Tries to get it clear. Now it's Cruyff. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He is through here. It's Inzaghi! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Well, they've got it back in a hurry.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
And he's managed to get through. He's had a hit! They are rampant! And surely that settles it. To clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers, so will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Stoichkov. David Villa. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. That's a little off target. And here's Messi. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Plays a sharp little ball here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, the inclusion of this fella, Mickey van de Ven, is probably an indication that the boss wants to play out from the back. I mean, we all talk about how brilliant his recovery pace is when it comes to defending, but he's actually quite tasty on the ball too, particularly with his long-range passing, and he loves those diagonals at times, and he's one to watch out for.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about Totti! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
There's a certain aura about him today, tremendous.
And we have our very first corner. So it's going to be another corner. Manchester United have their second corner now. Bastoni gets it clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's tried one! And he has produced there the crispest of hits.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
That has been slung wide. It's a good run down the left-hand side.
That's good play from him.
Throw in. Oh, whistle's gone. Now then. The referee has given a free kick just outside the box. Now there are plenty in the middle waiting for this. So he's plotting something before playing it in. And Iker Casillas somehow saves it. Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Ah, he's given it away. He's through and all alone. Plenty to... And the finish! Yes, it's there! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Because of that first goal now, it's a great opportunity to make it one-way traffic and add to this lead.
Roberto Carlos gathers from the goal kick. And that's a good ball. He's had a hit! He scores! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
So that he's got tall. It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Has a go! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. Ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Oh, shooting chance! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Well, I think the keeper has every reason to rip into that defence for allowing him to get into such a good position.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And we have our very first corner. And that has been cleared. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Son Heung-min. And that's not going to reach. Bastoni is there to clear.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Tries a shot! Oh, it's there! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial.
And it has to be said, an absolute gift. And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides and with such great individual
Shapes to shoot! We've got a goal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Now that looks a decent ball. Beckenbauer is there, and he can get that clear. Mbappe. Now it's Son Heung-min, and he cuts out the supply. That's a lovely, neat pass. And he's intervened well there. Messi.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
David Villa unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Kimmich.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Mbappe. And he's surging through. And there's the end of the first half.
Number 21, Mbappe.
And we're underway again.
Son Heung-min.
He might be in here.
Bellingham. Number 7.
Well, that is commitment to the cause.
Coming on the field, number 39.
Corner number 2 then.
Number 11, Rodrigo. Number 9, Justin Kluivert. Number 20,
And he's there to clear it.
Neymar. Number 6, Casemiro.
And now they can spring out of defence. And he's had it nicked away. And he's managed to get rid. Roberto Carlos. Rodrigo. Rodrigo! And yes, it's there! Again, we are level. What a contest!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
That's no fluke, it's what he was there for.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
The attendance for this match was 71,000.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
He has found the way through. Danger averted for now. Pirlo. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Played in by Rodrigo. Pirlo with the clearance. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Decent hit! Goal, Germany! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Substitutions taking place.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, for me, this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend, but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit.
That has ended up in no man's land. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Maradona.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. That's been cut out, well played.
Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now.
Engages and forces him off the ball.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And the number on the board is 3. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Threads one in. Costa Curta kept aware, and it is... That's that, the end. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost it. And so we reach a fork in the road.
Hello, everybody.
Fortunes
Welcome
can
to
turn
today's
either way
match.
from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. We have already started here. Messi. Rodri does well to stand firm and defend it. Now it's Lewandowski. Goulet. Lewandowski. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Lewandowski. Passing nice and neat. He's gone for goal! And he was there to get a vital touch.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, the centre of midfield, Peter, is where battles are won and lost. So I see Rodri as a player who can dominate his midfield position. He's excellent at winning and recycling the ball, as well as passing it all over the pitch. I see him as someone who's very well suited now even to those highest...
Big chance! And one more try! And again! We've got a goal! A fine way to mark his 50th game in these colours. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Yeah, although that first goal is a welcome boost, they can't afford to ease off now. To do that would simply be inviting danger.
Lewandowski. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Roberto Carlos. Messi. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Oh, nicely intercepted. And that was very necessary. Pass is just off target. That'll be a corner. And we have our very first corner.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Chiellini. Rodri.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
That has been cut short. Costa Curta. Costa Curta gets across to intercept that. And the two sides separated by the game's only break. And here's a chance! Just off target.
Messi really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Corner number 2 then.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Neymar. Now it's Maradona. Beckenbauer cuts out the pass. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow. Reflections on the first half?
A lead that's fully justified for me. They've shown some excellent counter-attacking now, and it's paying dividends.
leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker.
Neymar! And that's caused a worry or two.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Costa Curta. Pirlo, a player of legendary status. That's been cut out, well played. And here's Lewandowski. Now it's Neymar.
Team still separated by the game's only goal.
Rodri looking to penetrate opposition lines.
The attendance for this match was 71,550.
Pirlo. Could move up a gear here. David Villa. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
He won't be happy with that one. And he'll shoot here. That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Substitution on the field. Number 3, Chiellini.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Well, the manager must have thought to himself, we're just narrowly ahead, so it's best to withdraw anybody showing signs of fatigue.
And it's played forward. That's really well cleared. Messi. And it's Neymar.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value...
He's had a hit! He has done it! And there's the goal they've been looking for. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
And he's cut it out. Nakata. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
That's good play from him.
Now it's Perez. Perez! Yes! And the lead is 3! It is surely done! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining...
Hits one! It's a goal! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it. That's...
The whistle has gone and it is all over. Perfect. Their chests proudly. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. And already we're underway here. And there's his chance to lead the counter. That's a nicely measured pass. Musiala. De Roberto. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, there is Brazil's talisman and trickster supreme, Neymar. 2019-20 figures for him, not spectacular. It was still, though, a year in which he reached some significant career milestones.
Yeah, a third successive league title, achieved the domestic double and got his team to European final for the first time too.
And the sight of him after the final whistle was, without question, one of the most memorable sporting images of that or any year.
Indeed, so close and yet so far. But he made some key contributions to assure his team at least got there.
And it's Messi. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Kane. He's through here. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great.
It's Pizarro! Goal! Bayern Munich! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Look, I'm sure that silencing the crowd would have been mentioned in the dressing room beforehand. And just listen.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Pizarro! Goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Well, most of those go high and wide because of their difficulty. He made it look like he does it every day.
Bayern Munich are doing very nicely, thank you.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Played out to the left flank, and he's whipped to the... He rises! Yes! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it.
Bayern Munich clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
And there was... He's tried one! And that's off target.
Paris Saint-Germain are showing good urgency, but they have to place more emphasis on service into the box.
Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good.
Oh no, that was never going to make it. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
He's picked his way through.
Oh, great feat, that.
Neymar. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Upamecano gets rid without sophistication. Kimmich. Now it's Kane. Hakimi gets over and intercepts. Zaire Emery. Paris Saint-Germain finding their passes. And we hit half-time. So no shortage of thrills, no shortage of fireworks, but all very one-sided. We appear perhaps headed for a cricket score at this rate, unless there is a significant change in fortune. It is 3-0 at half-time.
This looks well and truly sewn up already, Peter, but please feel free to forget what I've just said if there's a spectacular turnaround.
Bayern Munich 3-0 up at the break, precisely as they would have dreamt it. It's Pizarro! That's well blocked, and back out it comes. De Roberto. It's run loose, who's going to get there? Neymar. Zaire Emery. Vitinha. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Cleared without complication. And Mendes. And here's Neymar. Neymar was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. He's looking to set free a runner. That's good defending, very good defending. Messi. Messi hurtling down that right flank. And he's managed to get free. Sane is there to clear. And that's really well manoeuvred. Messi, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Marco Verratti. Sane. And he's only too happy to take that back. Now who's going to be first to this? Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's shifting through the gears here. Tries a shot! Oh, great effort, but he's produced a save to match.
Bayern Munich certainly look a very capable counter-attacking team. They're direct, they're quick, and to be honest, they're full of belief that it'll pay off. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Played back in. And he's straight offside. Defending was strong and firm. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bayern Munich are almost home and dry now. He's gone for goal. In with a header! And he hits the net! And that was his 20th goal for this team. What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Bayern Munich are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
2 minutes has been indicated.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. And that's that. Bayern Munich can